Today we're going to be making our form that's going to be our seed pod. So we do that by making two pinch pots and placing them together to create one large sphere. What you need to start out is 2 wads of clay. They can be about the size of a baseball or a large lemon, so just enough to kind of fit in your hands like so. And you're going to have to kind of first work out these cracks in here and rub them into each other to kind of smooth it out. Alright, so I got pretty much all the cracks gone. Now the next step is to make it into a sphere. So you're just gonna have to kind of pound it around in your hand for a little bit. Alright, that's pretty round. So this will be a good start to our pinch pot. And you're gonna put your clay in your right hand, or your dominant hand, and take your left hand and push your thumb into the clay as you spin it around in your hand, and you're kind of gripping with your palm here as you spin it. You're going to push all the way down to about till there's about a 1/4 to 1/2 inch of clay at the bottom, and just kind of smooth that out. Slowly pinch as you're going around. And you're not pinching like this with your fingertips, you're pinching with your whole hand like this. As you can see, I started with the bottom here, and so this section up here is all pretty much thinned out, so I'm going to just work on this thick part right here. I am going very slowly. I'm still getting some pinch marks on the outside, but the slower you go, the less pinch marks you get, and you want a lot of really small, quick pinches all the way around as you're working on it. And don't worry about these cracks at the top, we'll fix those later. Just keep going to make it a nice consistent wall all the way around, from the bottom, the base, all the way up to the lip. Alright, so next you want to go back and kind of just make sure everything is consistent all the way through, from the bottom all the way up, all about the same thickness. Now you want to just kind of tap it down a few times on the table just to get a nice flat lip right here all the way around, and just kind of compact it down so it's a little bit beefier along the lip and not just some thin, weak spot. Okay, I just finished the second pinch pot, and you see how closely they align up, and luckily lines up pretty good. This one is a little bit smaller, so I'm going to have to work on it just a little bit more, just to expand that top lip a little bit more outward, so they have a nice seam, nice place where they meet up. Alright, so now we have our 2 halves, and to put them together we're going to slip and score like we've done before. And I'm just going to take the kidney tool and score the surface. Next I take the brush with the slip, and I'm going to get quite a bit on there. Just dab it on there all over the rim. So there I have it. You can see it sticking up quite a bit because there's so much on there. And we're going to take the other half, line them up just right. And start to push it together nice and firmly, make it nice and snug. It's okay if there's a little bit of a gap in some of it. We're going to come back and touch it up. And then you're going to take an extra little wad of clay and you're going to just turn it into a donut. So I'm going to roll it on the table a little bit. Alright, beautiful. I have my donut and I'm going to set my pot on there so that it doesn't lose its shape too much and doesn't get a flat surface on the bottom. So after you make the donut and you have your finished two halves that are put together, you're going to take your bat, put your donut on your bat, and then you're going to cover it up with some wet paper towels. Just make sure it's all covered. And then tomorrow we'll fill in the seam with a coil and start to paddle and shape our form.